Hey everybody, hope all is well. Okay, so we've already heard about the passing of KevinSamuels. So let me just say this, because I know some people are not going to like it, and that's okay. On this channel, we can agree to disagree. All right. So a lot of people, as I saw on yesterday evening, last night, they were saying, hey, on Twitter, people are celebrating the passing of KevinSamuels. And it seems a lot of men felt some way about it. In particular, maybe a lot of the men in the African American community. And a lot of women, they gave their tweets, they made their comments. And I know we've already, I've heard, people not to, speak ill of the dead, but we can be factual. People say all the time, oh, we don't want to speak ill of the dead. And then you'll look up, you have somebody who has passed on, not speaking of Kevin, but I'm speaking now in general, someone who's passed on, and you look up, oh, yeah, that was the game banger, and he did that one, got shot by the cops. Oh, he was known for robbing people and carjacking. How did so and so die? Oh, that person? Yeah, well, what he did was he had tried to carjack somebody, rob somebody, and then the man had been a victim before crimes and, got the drop on him. Oh, he was only 16. What they forgot to add was he was only a thug in training. No, actually, no, he graduated thug school. And then we go to the funeral and we want to talk about how wonderful the person was. Now, sure, at some point, the person may have some positive aspects in their life. I get it, but we want to put down the hood shooting up gun behavior and pop on some wings. Boop, pop some wings on you and fly off into the sunset. Never mind, sometimes a person can be a woman beater, beat their children, be chested and molested. Could be a woman that abused her children or watch her children being abused and look the other way. However, now that's happened. Let's pop some wings on them. And listen, it's okay if that's what gets you through the day. If that's what the loved one chooses to do, that's okay. Let them do that. I don't have a problem with it either way. But again, we can be realistic. So I've seen some of the comments, like, oh my goodness, people are saying such horrible things about him. He only tried to help the community. How? How? Some people are going, mainstream isn't saying anything, sweetheart. Mainstream is not worried about Black YouTube, to be honest with you. Now, voting time, they'll send a message out, like the Democrats did, well, get your booty to the poll. How we see things in the BC and mainstream, man, I hate to tell you, most of our people, I can just tell by some of the things people say, the thought pattern or the lack thereof. Man, it's like two different worlds. It's like really? It's like two different worlds. Hate to tell you, they're going to see it for what he is. Oh, he just makes disparaging remarks about Black women. That the same Black women that other companies, capital VCs, venture capitalists invest in. Why? How they see you is not how KevinSamuels and his crew may see you. It's a whole. I'm sorry. It's a whole nother thinking process. They're not going to see him, I hate to tell you, as a successful Black man. They see him as pop, and a lot of them may see him as a man. And I'm not saying I can speak for them, but I know the mindset. Hate to say it, sweetie, I've been around it. I lived around it. I've been around it. Still got contacts in my phone. So how do you know, sweetie? I haven't been dealing with dust all my life. No, 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 no. I try to avoid it as much as possible. Do you really think, and I'm not trying to be funny, I know how some of us get emotional into our feelings. Do you really think, especially in West Palm Beach, do you really think it's a bunch of noise and dust buckets hanging around there I was yesterday? Do you really think so? Sweetie, I live down a damn street. It kills me when our people want to, oh, you don't know. I hate to say it. You can tell, I love our people, but dang, you can tell by some of these people say, it's like, wow, I'm sorry. Blackistan is a dangerous land because it lacks understanding. You think Dust Bucket's down there tripping? Did you see him, a lot of them down there yesterday? What's up, my dog? What's up, my ninja? You think this was down there? Do you honestly think that? So that's how I can tell you, I'm going to bet you people that have a lot of money, even some people that are just, worth millions of dollars. And a lot of those folk down there, as you know, in West Palm Beach and the island, anybody, you probably already know, yeah, a lot of those people are billionaires. B as in boy, billionaires. Some of them sitting up there, they got a home, $15, $20 million. Girl, that's the summer home. That's how they roll. I get it. And I can tell you how you see him, they're going to see him as a failed man that can only make money off disparaging black women. I'm sorry to tell you. For the dust buckets, I'm willing to bet you I know the mindset more than you do. I've been around it, boo-boo. I didn't catch the bus. Let me go down to the bus station. I'm going to walk down here and do a video. Hell, I rode my bike down. I've been riding my bike down that way since 2012 in that same area. That's why I know it so well. Okay? How we think is different. So I was like, well, I'm like, these. I guess you expect to hear about him in the Wall Street Journal today. Blackistan. Woo! I thought, well, you like he gonna be on Barney. I mean, seriously, I'm trying to be funny. Our understanding is way different. The way we think, or sometimes the lack thereof. And that's why in the position that you're in. To a dust bucket man, oh, I'm sure he's the hero. He was the hero. To the most uneducated, most incarcerated, sure he's a hero. To black men that hate black women, he's the hero. But you don't hear me though. Mainstream, honey, it's not. They don't see him. They're not taking him seriously. He made some money off having some black women. I think a lot of them have low self-esteem, or maybe some just wanted the attention of a man. He making his living off doing that. I'm gonna call in and see what he think about me. Hell, you already should know. I'm gonna call in again, see what he think about me. I want to be roasted. But a black woman do it. Oh, that's a bad person. That's a bad black woman. I get it. Any kind of attention from a man, and so some people may have their own reasons. Girl, that's fine. But I look at some of the comments and I'm like, oh, a lot of black women, how dare they celebrate? You know what that tells me? The fact that some black women, some people are not saying, oh my gosh, rest in peace, and oh no. You know what that tells me? Surprise. Those mammy biscuits are running cold and it's getting old. Nobody wants them off their plate. See, in the BC, black women are expected, no matter, anybody can treat a black woman like a POS. Treat you like dirt or gum at the bottom of a shoe. And you're supposed to, oh, go ahead and accept your punishment as being part of being a black woman. You're not valued, and let them talk to you any kind of way. But at the end of the day, we're going to go ahead and support whoever treats us like a bag of CHIT, a bag of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. Just go ahead and go on anyway and just smile. That's why so many got low self-esteem. We're expected let anybody treat us any kind of way. That's why so many sit up here with Dusty. You're like, how does dude come home from prison, ain't got a job? What's your reading level, boo-boo? Lord, somebody done got pregnant by. I just cannot. Are you serious? How does he already got 5 kids that don't take care of, and now she thinks she got the prize because she done got married? Girl, you done married a liability. And you're gonna sit up here, be baby mama number 2 or 3, Miss IOD, more than likely carrying an incubator of destruction in a lot of cases. So the fact that it's like, I thought about it, this man looked at the videos, he didn't have a problem disparaging black women. That seems to be the end goal. Did I watch every video? No, sweetheart, I didn't. I have better things to do with my time. Really, I wouldn't. Even if I had time, I wouldn't even engage in it. You haven't seen every video, and I don't plan on it. But what I have seen, he spent his making his money career disparaging black women primarily, and our people love low self esteem. So now he's passed on. They saying about Kevin, and I was thinking to myself, do they forget when the man was alive the statements he made about black women? See, again, those mammy biscuits getting cold, boo boo. Nobody want a cold biscuit. They want to put that in the trash. Those mammy biscuits are getting cold, and those mammy biscuits are getting old. And I think that's why some women are coming out saying what they're saying. They have a right to. Black women, we've been silenced for too long. And I got a big mouth, and yes, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shout. We've been silent for too long. We gotta always play nice. And everybody can do your behind dirty. You're supposed to, well, you just put hold your head down. You need that job, not just to support you, but your mama, cause she throws a dusty man. And don't get it twisted. My daddy was not a dust bucket, so that's not applying to me and mine. No, my father was a provider, boo boo, a provider. Again, stop marking it down. From the last relation, well, not the last one, the one before last. Guess what? I'm still holding on. It's not a whole lot, maybe a couple $1,000 old money. Still holding on to jewelry. I made a joke. I said, "Oh, this right here. Oh yeah, I can." One guy was, I can get some nice money off this ring. I'm joking. I'm not gonna sell it. No, no offense intended. Hell, it's more than one ring. I ain't dealing with no damn dusty. And everything is about money. But let me tell you something. A man as a provider, he don't mind doing it for you. But listen to men like this on the screen. Most of the time, you think you don't deserve one because everything is all negative directed at you. But now that he's passed along, black women are supposed to sit up here and go, oh, and they can say whatever you want, oh, rest in peace. But see, a lot of black women, we saw it for what it was. And we're not going to sit up here and say, well, that guy, I admired him, even though he made disparaging remarks about black women, and I'm going to still respect him to death. And you can if you want to. But a lot of women are saying, hey, they're not having it. And I can tell you why. They're tired. We're not playing that little game anymore where you can kick us all up in our butt and then we're supposed to sit up here and just get up, knock us down, stomp in your throat, kick you in the back, knock you upside the head verbally, and we're supposed to just get up and go, okay, I know that it hurt. Let me put some makeup on and I'm going to still smile. No, they're getting up saying, back at you. And to some people, oh, that's not appropriate. Well, guess what? Maybe some of the things he said wasn't appropriate. So they're like, oh, black women, this is horrible. They shouldn't speak ill of that man. I thought about it. What the hell was he saying when he was alive? I mean, are you really serious? People have the right to their emotions. And sometimes it's darn well validated. But that tells me a lot of women, they're not sopping up those mammy biscuits. Let folks just treat you any kind of way. With a black man, he can disparage you all day long. You're supposed to still get up and love him and respect him. You got to respect him. Black women are tired. We're tired of everybody up on our face trying to tell us about us, which we know ourselves. We don't need you to tell us jack. We're tired of everybody up on our face complaining about, oh, we're too overweight, we're too skinny. Oh my, how you lose all that weight. Oh my, there's a problem with your hair, you're wearing it natural. Oh my goodness, you're wearing it straight. Oh, you have a wig, you have a weave. Oh, you're bald. No matter what we do, it's going to be a problem. So guess what? We're not having it anymore, and we're tired. We're not trying to hear what Meemaw said from 1950. She done passed that down to 1960 and on and on and on. So no, we're not going to sit up here and let you disparage us and then we turn around and just give you praise because you is a black mind. Because you is a black mind. Question for you. Can someone tell me, when black women are murdered every 5.5 hours, where is the large group of black men that's condemning it? Because I don't see it. And heaven forbid, you get murked by a non-black man. Oh, what you get for being with Mr. Charlie? Oh, yeah, these two gonna learn. They gonna learn. Hell, you gonna learn. Might be why some of these dudes commit more of these crimes. The sisters are waking up and saying, we're not supporting you. And the fool don't know how to get off his butt and make a living, so he resorts to crime. I hope more wake up. Starve them out. They starving you out. And then you sometimes I see black women, they'll be like, are you still on good terms with so-and-so? Of course. I want to do another video. I've just been so busy and trying to get some things under control. It's like, oh my gosh, so much going on. But I just thought about it. I said, look at this. No, black women are tired of being the scapegoat. You want to make a living, make fun of black women? Man, the black men, they will support you wholeheartedly. Never mind, some of the kids can't barely read out the Cat in the Hat book, let alone should be what's considered. They can't even read of what their expected grade level is. They can support any and everybody but you. But then when something happens, and black women are like, "Oh, I'm not sad about it. How dare you, Keisha? How dare you, Keisha? You have the audacity." So yeah, why are some women saying, "Hey, they're celebrating," and that's their option? That's their right. When black women are murdered, it's celebrated every day. You have little comments by a lot of black men, and let's not pretend. Where are the large groups of black men saying, "Hey, we're gonna have to check this behavior"? Same black man that's saying, "Oh, I want to speed it up." So if something happened to him, you're supposed to go, "Oh, that black man said, we said every 5.5 hours, and that black man said I want to speed it up." So something happens, so we're supposed to go, "Oh no, look what happened to him. Well, that's sad. Rest in peace. Much blessings." No, we're tired. So that's mammy biscuits. Let them treat you like any kind of way. It's okay. But you're going to be nice to them. Support them, though. So for some of the people that are criticizing some of the responses, and maybe the responses aren't so loving to say, "Oh, Kevin, oh, Kat, we're sorry that happened to you, whatever happened," and all that. Some people are saying they're indifferent. Some people are saying, "Hey, you know, um, it happened. I shed no tears." Oh, them black women is bad. No, them black women is darn tired. They're tired of mammy biscuits, and they're tired of trying to hold on everybody but themselves. And that's why most black women are down. If you could live your life and to see about you, you might be a lot hellified better off. You got to worry about your mother because she throws a dust bucket, and your daddy when he pops up hadn't raised you, but then when the food on rolled up here with one eye and one leg because he done got some too much sugar diabetes. Hey, daughter, I've heard this kind of stuff. You're like, who are you? I'm your daddy. Oh, so you got one leg and one eye. And I'm making fun of everybody, but you know what I'm saying. One leg and one eye, and you shuffling along. Let me guess, you must be broke. You got all responsibility on you. You get pregnant. Oh, that's on you. And people that's down us making disparaging marks every day. Why do you think we're victimized so? No protection. So yeah, black women, they're entitled to their feelings. We're expected to just be heard all the time and get up smiling. Never mind, next week you might have been going through so much, end up in a nut house, and get up smiling. And you just keep on going like you some darn machine. Black women are human, and black women lives matter. You're darn skippy. Tired. Black women, get these dusties off your back. And if the dustina is mama and she has not been there for you, some of the things I see in these comment sections like about these kids being abused, looking the other way, get off your back. Money for some people is getting hella tight. If we gotta sit up here and support all these people and they giving this money to this man, it's time for a life insurance policy and pen. If not, get them off your back. It's all about you only got one darn life. We shouldn't live our lives like a rented mule. And a rented mule, a mule is already slow. So when you have a rented mule, when I say that, a mule is very slow. So if you rent a mule, what you're gonna do? You're gonna try to work that mule as hard as you can. Why? It's already slow. It's not a fast moving animal. So you're gonna try to work it hard. Come on, mule, get to work. You got one job, get two. Get two. You don't need no vacation, mule. Get to work. Get to work. Get to work. Sign on me for a car, mule. Come on, mule. Come on. You can do it. Go, go, go. Co-sign for this apartment for Junebug. He don't feel like with it, baby mama. He got a feeling that they don't want him. So we don't need to live our lives like a rented mule. Oh, mules to what? They talk trash about you every day. When it comes to them, show love. And if you want to do that, that is like really okay. But I'm telling you, the black women are sounding off on this with their opinion, their feelings. He was sounding off when he was alive. But no, we're supposed to go ahead and just pretend like everything is okay. Guess what? Mammy biscuits, dusty dustinas. It's a new day. So why do I think black women are doing this? They're tired. Those mammy biscuits, honey, getting old, stale. Those mammy biscuits are getting cold. Mm-mm. Black women are not going to suffer in silence. And they have a right to their opinions, a right to their views. They have a right to vent. Some of the same men, and it's probably some women too. I can see that people have different photos up. You got a problem with what they seen about Kevin. What was he saying to black women? I've seen a few where he was disrespectful. I thought, wow, these women are really crazy. They keep on going on here, girl. They keep on going on here. I just wow. Okay, okay. But now black women, you're not seeing her praise. Some black women, they're tired of doing it the mammy way. They're tired of doing it the mammy way. So they have a right to their opinion, and we can agree or disagree. But let's not act brand new. It's a new day. Black women are waking up, and you're not going to disrespect us and talk crazy. And we're gonna sit up here and go, "Oh, hey, okay, buddy. I know you pretty much said you pretty much labeled me as an overweight mud duck last week. We're not having it." And now something happens. Oh, well, okay. Girls like, girl, wasn't it's like a man abusing you, been beating, stomping you out, and you sitting up here like, oh, well, you still supporting? Girl, something wrong with you. So yeah, there seems to be some outrage on Twitter, on YouTube, some of the things that black women are saying. But where was the outrage when it was said the other way? Where was that outrage? That's what I'm asking. Where was that outrage? Again, black women are tired. Not going to sit and suffer in silence. They have a right to be heard. In closing, those mammy biscuits are old. Those mammy biscuits are cold. Nobody wants them on their plate. Nobody wants them on their plate. So yeah, black women are waking up. Black women lives matter. We deserve to be respected and protected. And if anyone says otherwise, don't expect me to get all cheered up if they're doing the exact opposite, because I'm a black woman and I can speak personally for me. Anyone doing otherwise, don't expect me to go ahead and pretend like you're just a such sweet person when it comes to your demise. I'm not going to do it. So that, I'd rather just, if I choose to, don't say anything. But I'm not going to pretend, oh, yeah, I look up to that guy because I didn't. So I'm not going to speak, they say, oh, don't speak ill of the dead. But guess what? What about speaking ill of the living? People hear things, they internalize it. Pimp game popping. So yeah, so people feel some type of way. Oh, what they're saying about this man. What was he saying about the women? What was he saying about the women? So yeah, I think some of the women are saying that. They have a right to say that. He expressed his feelings. But all this trying to always pretend like everything's okay, that's from the mammies. That's from the mammies, and you just deal with it because why? In the black community, black women's lives don't matter, so they have the right to be heard. So why are they doing that? That's not right. They're tired, honey. The mammies gonna have to pretty soon close up shop. Those mammy biscuits are old. They are cold. Ain't nobody buying it. We're not buying it. It's a new day. So black women, you are indeed entitled to have your say again. When we are murdered every 5.5 hours, where's the outrage in the community? They got outrage over him. You can say, oh, no tear shed. Oh my gosh, how dare they? But when black women, and don't forget the children, where's the outrage? It's not there. It's not there. But something happened to this dude. And you're just supposed to all just drop what you're doing and show that you care. Anyway, I'm out. Some people may not like the message. I understand. We can agree to disagree. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And I hope you all have a happy Friday. Stay safe. Beware. Why? It's too much dust out there.